everybody. This is Dana. I just wanted to give some food for thought, so give you something to think about for this next year, and maybe you can cut out some of this. I mean, hopefully all of it, but um, you know, to eat better. I understand doesn't happen overnight. I understand that it's not something that people just cut off completely. But I just wanted to give 6 food items that I know are bad, and just wanted to share some information. So the first item is ranch. Ranch. I used to work at a restaurant, and so everybody loves ranch. I mean, they put it on their salad, they dump it on their salad. It's not just put it on their salad. Like you see the salad underneath a clod of ranch. And then they dip it on their hot wings. They dip it on their, pizzas. They everything, I guess is good with ranch. And I it tastes good. I've always been a blue cheese person. Blue cheese is probably worse than ranch, but because it has that cheese in it. But anyway, as far as ranch goes, it's made with mayo. It's made with sour cream. It's even if you made it from scratch, you're using those items in it, plus the herbs and, seasonings and all that to go with it. But I'm really just talking about the mayonnaise and the sour cream, which is, really not good for anybody. And that's what it consists of. So it's whipped together with, sour cream and mayonnaise. And then the commercial bought stuff, they show you the picture of the nice little valley and all that stuff. But, there's a lot more chemicals in that one because it has to sit on a shelf and it has to stay together. And so there's, more chemicals in that one. And it's crazy if you really, really understood what was in there. I don't think you'd eat it. I mean, hopefully not. The next item is soda. Soda is 50% sugar or more, and carbonation and coloring. Now, the sugar we know is not good. It's refined sugar, so it's not like it's any kind of natural sugar, and which doesn't help our insulin levels. And then there's coloring. There's like caramel coloring, and then if you get to the other kind of sodas that have the different flavors, so you got the red coloring, you got the yellow coloring, you got the and it's not something that should be going through our bodies, because that coloring it's not good for you. It really isn't. They always say when kids aren't when they say they're ADD or different issues, take out the food coloring. I mean, there's reasons why it's not a natural product. There's reasons why you should not be ingesting any kind of coloring in your food. And then so a third item is lunch meat. Lunch meat is horrible. I mean, it's just, you get the really, really cheap stuff. You got a whole bunch of like meats put together to make that chub. Ever go to the deli? If you ever go to the deli and you look at the meat like in the chub before it gets cut, you can tell the bad stuff, and then they have the so-called good stuff. They have the minimally processed, but it's still processed. And so I used to eat that thinking that, okay, it's chicken breast. But no, it's not, because have you ever seen a chicken breast that big? Chickens aren't even that big. The chub is big. It's almost like a turkey or a human breast. And double D's. And so as far as I know, chickens don't get implants. So, well, I guess they do with the chemicals, but they don't. That's not a regular chicken breast. If you were to want a chicken breast, what I started doing at some point. I mean, I don't do it anymore because I don't really eat meat. But what I used to do is I would buy the chicken breast, the organic kind, and then I would cut it up. I mean, well, obviously cut it up, but I mean, cook it first and then cut it up and then make sandwiches out of that, you know. I mean, if you really got to have chicken breast, that's the better way to do it. And then, but get the organic kind because it's supposed to not have all the hormones and different stuff. But my problem with, okay, with that is that it's saying that it's organic. It doesn't have the hormones. But what is it eating? That's what I'm wondering. Is it eating corn, which has GMOs in it? So I mean, I don't know. I'm. If you have to do something, I guess you can get organic meat. But the best thing is to stay away from meat altogether. I mean, there's no redeeming value in meat, in my opinion. And it's not even my opinion, it's fact, because if you look at it, Google it, research it, there's nothing meat really does to our bodies that benefits it. I mean, people say protein, but there's plenty of other kind of proteins that are beneficial to your body other than meat. And let me see, I think I left off on lunch meat. Fast food. Fast food is a bad one because, I mean, if you really, really look at it, it doesn't die. It doesn't, doesn't spoil. So, I mean, there's got to be a lot of stuff in it to make it not do that. And it's, to me, it's a molecule away from being plastic, fast food. And so it's very processed, a lot of chemicals, especially those hamburgers. I mean, if you really look at a hamburger, you can see all these things in it, like not strings, but line. I can't explain what it is, or what I'm picturing, but you see these different lines and stuff in it, and I don't know. I haven't had fast food or a burger in years, and I haven't died from it, so I'm good. Let's see, what else did I have on my list here? Oh, the sixth item is non-fat and fat-free foods. Now, I remember listening to Dr. Oz a long time ago, and he had said that, it's better to eat just the regular fat food than to eat the non-fat or low-fat because there's so many chemicals that make it try to taste good without the fat that you might as well just eat the fat. I remember him saying that, and that kind of stuck with me. So I kind of stopped at one point. I used to get like low-fat sour cream. And when I really started looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute. And so I would just get the regular fat sour cream. But then I don't eat sour cream too often. Every now and again, I mean, it's okay to eat the things we used to eat or we like to eat every now and again, but some people make this their way of life. I mean, they drink soda instead of water. I mean, it amazes me that when I used to work at the restaurant, people would just refill soda, refill soda, refill soda. I'm like, you want any water? Like, no. I'm like, oh, interesting. But every now and again, I mean, it's okay to eat a few things that, it's not gonna harm you, but it's this every day of eating and, all this stuff and pizza and pepperoni and all this stuff. I mean, most people, a lot of us consume this stuff daily. I know I was at one point. I would drive to Jack in the Box and, get different things and, I get it. But I mean, we're dying and it's not right. It's not fair. It doesn't have to happen. We don't have to leave our kids because we're, having breast cancer and different things. We don't have to do that. It's very preventable. And I hope that you like and subscribe to my channel and get more information from me or anybody else who's giving this information, because a lot of people out there just giving a lot of good information as far as food and and different things. But my focus is chemicals. People to me aren't really talking too much about the chemicals in the food and what you should eat instead and that kind of stuff. So if you'd like and subscribe to my channel, and I will be giving more information along the way. All right, thank you. Have a good day.